And so, that is why tonight, grounded by the lessons of our history, but inspired by the promise of our future, I announce my candidacy for President of the United States. Now look, I know my candidacy might seem improbable to some watching from abroad. After all, in many countries, the highest office in the land is reserved for the rich and the powerful. But I live in an exceptional country. I live in an exceptional country where even the son of a bartender and a maid can have the same dreams. I live in an exceptional country where the son of a bartender and a maid can have the same dreams and the same future as those who come from power and privilege. I recognize the challenges of this campaign, and I recognize the demands of this office that I seek. But in this endeavor, as in all things, I find comfort in the ancient command: be strong and courageous. Do not tremble or be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I've heard some suggest that I should step aside and wait my turn. But I cannot, because I believe our very identity as an exceptional nation is at stake, and I can make a difference as president. I'm humbled by the realization that America doesn't owe me anything. But I have a debt to America I must try to repay. This isn't just the country where I was born. America is literally the place that changed my family's history. I regret that my father did not live to see this day in person. He used to tell me all the time, he used to tell us all the time, en este país ustedes van a poder lograr todas las cosas que nosotros no pudimos. In this country, that means in this country you will achieve all the things we never could. Now, on the days when I'm tired or discouraged, I remember the sounds of his keys jingling at the front door of our home, well past midnight, as he returned from another long day at work. When I was younger, I didn't fully appreciate all he did for us. But now, as my own children grow older, I more fully understand. You see, my father was grateful for the work he had, but that was not the life he wanted for his children. He wanted all the dreams he once had for himself to come true for us. He wanted all the doors that closed for him to open for me. And so my father stood behind a small portable bar in the back of a room for all those years, so that tonight I could stand behind this podium in front of this room in this nation. That journey from behind that bar to behind this podium, that's the essence of the American dream. And whether we remain a special country will depend on whether that journey is still possible for those who are trying to make it right now. The single mother who works long hours for little pay so her children don't have to struggle the way she has to. The young student who takes 2 buses before dawn to attend a better school halfway across town. The workers in our hotel kitchens, the landscaping crews in our neighborhoods, the late-night janitorial staff that clean our offices, and even the bartenders who tonight are standing in the back of a room somewhere in America. If their American dreams become impossible, we will have just become another country. But if they succeed, this 21st century will also be an American century. This will be the message of my campaign and the purpose of my presidency. And to succeed on this journey, I will need your prayers and your support and ultimately your vote. And so tonight I'm asking you to take that first step with me by joining us at our website, marcorubio.com. My wife Jeanette and my 4 children are here tonight. The next 19 months will take me far away from home. I'll miss watching Amanda run track, and Daniela play volleyball, and Anthony play football, and Dominic play soccer. But I have chosen this course because this election is about them. Theirs is the most important generation in American history. And I'll tell you why. Because if we can capture the promise of this new century, they will be the freest and the most prosperous Americans that have ever lived. But if we fail, they will be the first generation of Americans to inherit a country worse off than the one left for their parents. The final verdict on our generation will be written by Americans who have not yet been born. Let us make sure they record that we made the right choice. That in the early years of this century, faced with a rapidly changing and uncertain world, our generation rose to face the great challenges of our time. And because we did, there was still one place in the world where who you come from does not determine how far you go. Because we did, the American miracle lived on. Because we did, our children and theirs lived in a new American century. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States. Thank you.